Have you ever felt kind of stuck and wondered if people can really truly change? Well, today we're going to dive into a pretty powerful story of transformation from the book I Do Now by Kim McCoy. It's a journey that shows what happens when someone finally, and I mean finally, decides to confront a whole lifetime of destructive patterns. So let's get right into it. This book really is a testament to the incredible impact of self-awareness. It proves that radical change isn't just some myth. It shows us that it is never, ever too late to rewrite your own story, no matter how many chapters you've already written. You know, this quote from the book's intro really gets to the heart of it all. This story isn't about just looking back and dwelling on mistakes. No way. It's framed as a voyage of transformation. So let's start at the very beginning of that journey. Every story has a starting point, right? And for the author, it began with what the book calls a foundation of unawareness. This was a long period where destructive behaviors weren't just happening, they were becoming normal, setting the stage for years and years of struggle. And you can see how this pattern just spiraled. It all started in a childhood marked by emotional neglect. That snowballed into rebellious teenage years, just filled with partying and deceitful friendships. And it didn't just stop there. It actually got worse, intensifying into an adulthood that was pretty much defined by chaos and a complete absence of loyalty. But this wasn't just about acting out. It was a reflection of something much deeper going on inside. That lack of nurturing in childhood led to an avoidant attachment style. Lying basically became the default way to communicate. The very ideas of loyalty and trust, they were totally foreign concepts. And underneath all of that was this profound, deep sense of internal emptiness and a real inability to even process emotions. But here's the thing, even the most deeply rooted patterns can be broken. So let's get to that critical moment where everything, and I mean everything, began to shift. This was the catalyst that sparked the entire transformation. It all came down to this one single, incredibly stark realization. That moment of painful clarity when you have to admit, I am the common denominator in all of my failed relationships. It is a brutal, brutal truth to face, but as the book shows us, it was the absolute first step toward any kind of real change. And this quote just captures that turning point so perfectly. It wasn't some abstract thought, you know? It was a real emotional gut punch. For the very first time, the author was truly seeing the damage their actions were causing, and it just pierced through decades of denial. Having that big realization is one thing, but on its own, it's just not enough. The next part of this journey is all about doing the work, and it's a difficult, deliberate process of confronting everything that came before. The book has this great central metaphor for all this hard work, the mirror of reality. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the act of looking at yourself with total, unflinching honesty. Not to admire what you see, but to really scrutinize it, and to finally accept all those uncomfortable truths you spent a lifetime trying to ignore. So, how is this actually done? Well, the process is broken down into 4 really crucial steps. Step 1, honestly acknowledging the fault, the real harm caused to yourself and to other people. Step 2, seeking professional help, like therapy, to really understand the why behind it all. 3, making amends, actually reaching out to people who were hurt. And finally, step 4, which might just be the hardest of all, forgiving yourself so you can actually move forward. Okay, so after all of that incredibly difficult work of confronting the past, the whole narrative begins to shift. Let's take a look at the result. The new reality that was consciously and intentionally built, piece by piece, from the ground up. And the transformation is, wow, it's just profound. You look at these side by side, and it's like night and day. The old patterns of deceit and manipulation, they were replaced with honesty and integrity. Emotional detachment gave way to actual empathy and vulnerability. And a life that was ruled by chaos was totally transformed into one with purpose and real meaning. This new reality wasn't just a fluke. It was sustained by a whole new set of principles. It was built on a real commitment to self-reflection, on building trust through consistent, reliable action, and on choosing vulnerability as the only real path to having genuine connections with people. So, this brings us to the end of the author's journey. But in a way, it's also a new beginning, because the story now kind of turns the spotlight away from the author's past and shines it right onto our own present. The title of the book, I Do Now, isn't just a catchy name. It's a declaration. It's a commitment to living this new life, not yesterday, not someday, but right now, every single day. It's an active, ongoing choice that you have to keep making. And this whole journey leaves us with a final, pretty provocative question for ourselves. We all stand at our own crossroads, whether they're big or small. This story proves that profound change is absolutely possible. So the real question isn't if you can change, it's what will you do now?
Right now, you're standing at a turning point. Maybe you've already started changing, or maybe you're still finding the courage to begin, and that's okay. What matters is this moment. The very next choice you make has the power to change everything. Your past doesn't define you. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are more ready than you think. Think it, feel it, believe it. Then watch your world change. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and follow for more.